What if the already tense situation in the Middle East were to escalate further? Imagine, if you will, a quiet Saturday night, interrupted by the drone of engines in the sky. It's not just one or two drones, but dozens. This isn't a scene from a movie, but a reality that unfolded recently when Iran launched a drone attack towards Israel. Israeli officials confirmed the attack late on that fateful Saturday night. According to Israeli military spokesman Daniel Hagari, the drones would take hours to reach Israeli airspace. The citizens were warned to stay in safe rooms for 10 minutes if sirens in their areas were to go off. But who was behind this audacious attack? The answer came from an unexpected source. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, in a statement broadcast on Iranian state television, claimed responsibility for the attack. They said they had launched dozens of drones and missiles against targets in Israel. In response to this escalation, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed his nation. He assured the people that Israel was ready for any scenario, both defensively and offensively. His words were a clear message to the perpetrators: whoever harms us, we will harm them. We will defend ourselves against any threat, and will do so level-headedly and with determination, he stated firmly. This attack wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision, but a carefully planned operation. Iran's leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei had vowed retaliation for a strike on an Iranian consulate in the Syrian capital of Damascus just 4 days earlier. Iran blamed Israel for the attack that had killed 7 members of Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps, including 2 generals. As anticipation grew over a possible retaliation, Israeli officials had already warned residents living in communities near Gaza and the Lebanon border to limit the size of gatherings and to work indoors or within reach of a shelter. The world watches with bated breath as the situation unfolds. The drone attack is not just an escalation of the conflict, but also a test of resolve for the nations involved. How will Israel respond? How does the world respond when the drums of war begin to beat louder? As anticipated, the White House promptly confirmed the drone launch, reiterating its unwavering support for Israel's security. President Biden, flanked by top defense and diplomatic officials, is closely monitoring the situation from the Situation Room. National Security Council spokesperson Adrienne Watson echoed the president's sentiments, stating, "President Biden has been clear. Our support for Israel's security is ironclad. The United States will stand with the people of Israel and support their defense against these threats from Iran." Meanwhile, Israel's defense minister, Yoav Gallant, didn't mince words. He declared, "Iran is a terrorist state. The world is seeing this now more than ever. We are determined to defend our citizens against this terrorism, and we know how to respond to it." This statement came mere hours before the drone launch, reflecting Israel's readiness and determination to protect its people. In a display of that determination, President Biden had cut short a trip to Delaware to return to the White House. He affirmed the United States' commitment to Israel's defense, stating, "We are devoted to the defense of Israel. We will support Israel. We will help defend Israel, and Iran will not succeed." This escalating conflict has not gone unnoticed by the international community. Officials worldwide have expressed deep concern over this worrying development. They worry that this tit-for-tat retaliation could spiral into a wider conflict, a concern that has only intensified since the outbreak of war between Israel and the Gaza-based militant group Hamas last October. As the Middle East stands on the brink of further conflict, one can only hope for a swift resolution and lasting peace. The world watches, waits, and hopes that diplomacy will prevail over destruction, that dialogue will overcome discord. After all, peace is not just the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice and mutual understanding. As the Middle East stands on the brink of further conflict, one can only hope for a swift resolution and lasting peace.